Hey, how's it going? I'm Ella Feingold. I'm an orchestrator. I hope you're doing really well. I am not. I fell on the ice yesterday and shattered my ankle, hence the crutches. You can't see, but my leg's in a cast. And somehow I managed to climb up an icy hill on my hands and knees and a flight of stairs to call 911 and get to the hospital. And cars went by and nobody stopped to help, which kind of sucks about humanity. But here we are, and just want to make the best of not being able to be functional for at least 3 months. So what better way than to continue with orchestration videos? So today I wanted to talk about another Bernard Herrmann brass scoring tip. Again, I'm not going to say the name of the cue just because I don't know with fair use copyright stuff. But this whole cue is sort of about contrasting mutes in the brass and just really about contrast in general with all the sections. He's contrasting woodwinds and everything. And just to get started, I just wanted to show, this is a screenshot from the Dennis Wick company who makes brass mutes. So I just wanted people to see the gradation of sound with mutes and how things go from silent to something a little bit more warm to something more projecting and more bright. So feel free to take a screenshot or to just, go to the Dennis Wick website and, study this chart because I think it's important with deciding which mutes to use. And I'll get into that in another video later. So I am going to just play this little 4-bar gesture here from the recording, and I'm going to just loop it a few times. Again, as a disclaimer, the audio is coming from my speakers, not internally. Someone was kind enough to help me get set up with that, but because of my leg and all that, I just don't have the mental capacity to do it, so I'm sorry, but I will definitely get that done moving forward. So let's just have a listen here. So this is something really important, I think, because he could have easily done this open or kept it all straight mute with the same section or whatever. And he chose to sort of orchestrate the register by using different mutes. And so what it is we're going up with a straight mute, which if we look here, this is something more on the bright spectrum. And we're coming down with a cut mute. Which to me, maybe this is a crude sort of analogy, but to me sometimes a cup mute can sort of be like a very polite Herrmann mute. And if you saw my camera shake, that's because my cat just jumped on my speaker. Shout out to Mooney. Shout out to all the cute girls who can't use their leg for 3 months. Anyways, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'm that cute. So yeah, the thing with the cut mute, which is nice, is it's orchestrating the dynamic. I always ask myself why for everything. I don't just think that something is there. So it makes sense to me that something that's going to go up and kind of appear from nowhere would be something very snarling and menacing that you pay attention to. So in trumpets and trombones, something like, a straight mute. If this were to be in the horns, something like a middle stop mute or hand stopped would sort of be the equivalent. And then again, to come down, we've got something like the cut mute. And, the mids are sort of scooped out, as you can hear, and it's a warmer sort of sound compared to the straight mute. And again, saying I don't believe anything is just there, why not the opposite order? And I think it just makes sense with the harmony that we are going, we're descending down by a half step. So something that's higher should be a little more intense, hence the straight mute, and something descending should be a little bit more mellow. And that would be the cut mute. I would encourage you to kind of think of mutes like this as, a way of adding more color to your orchestration. It's not about making something quieter, it's injecting color. And this is a great way to dialogue. Yeah, there's 6 trombones, and most likely you're not going to have that option. But this could have been done, if you have 2 trombones with just, one person on a straight mute, one cut mute. And, somebody like Ravel does this all the time, not with brass mutes, but just with the color of the orchestra, where perhaps the contrabasses are going up and the bassoons are coming down and answering it. Again, it's just adding color. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay weird, be kind, remember to love yourself and each other, which I need to remind myself because it's going to be a tough few months. Anyways, thank you for tuning in.